Hello beekeepers! Jake here, the beekeeper, and in today's video we're going to be looking at some different prices and what would it cost to start beekeeping in 2020. That's this year, right now. Before this video is over, I will show you how you could save up to $100 on beekeeping equipment. So here we go, let's get into the video. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. That's down below, red button. Don't forget to click on it and turn on the bell so you can get the 2 videos I post every week on beekeeping. Special thanks to my Patreon, Mark Sipes. Thank you so much for being a patron. When you look at Beekeeping Basics, there's a few things that you need. For example, you need your hive bodies that you put your brood in. You need something that the bees will store the honey in, or that you will use as what we call a super. Okay. Then you need a top cover of the hive so that rain doesn't get in the hive. You need a bottom board. Other than that, you need a smoker, a hive tool, a frame grabber, a brush. You might need a queen excluder. That's up to you if you'll be using a queen excluder. And then your beekeeping suit. So that's really the basic equipment that you need to start beekeeping. Those few things I named. Now I know online you could find plenty of beekeeping kits where they sell you 2 hive bodies and a suit or a veil and a brush, and that's it, and they charge you like $300 for a little bit of equipment. Now to me, I think that those kits are way overpriced. So today I'm going to show you everything that I started with this year, last year. I'm going to show you everything that I started with in 2019, and I'm going to give you the price of how much that would cost in 2020. So we're going to compare prices from 2 different companies. We're going to use Begginer Beekeeping Supplies, and then we're going to look at Man Lake.
Okay, so let's go shopping. So in the purple you see Begginer Beekeeping Supplies, and on the other side we see Man Lake. So the first thing we're going to get is a smoker. You know, smoker is used to control the bees. Now both of those are the same price, $24.95 and $26.95. So Begginer is the only company that sells J-hook hive tools. You can see it was $1 difference.
Frame grips, I use a frame grip just because it seems a lot easier. When I have those big green gloves on, and when you're grabbing a frame and you go to set it back in there and it slips off the glove because your gloves are too big and shakes and all the bees fly up in your face, yeah, that's not great. So it seems like a frame grabber sets it in and pulls it out a lot easier. That's why I use a frame grabber.
Next we have frame grabber. You can see both frame grabbers, they look about the same and cost about the same price.
So a feeder. Now why would you need a feeder to go inside your hive? This is one of those plastic inside feeders. Now, I did get them because why would you need an inside feeder? Well, when you catch a swarm and they're sitting hanging for a day or two wherever they came from, okay, which I'll get into all that swarm stuff later this week and then in a few videos coming up. So make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, or hit that bell. Okay, now when you look at a swarm, or when they're hanging there, they're losing all the honey that they just ate up. Okay, it's turning into wax. Some are going to find places to live, stuff like that. So when you drop them into the box, you want to give them that extra boost of energy so that they can instantly start doing what they're made to do. And so that's why you feed them as soon as you catch them.
Next we have feeders. Now Datent feeder has the ladder system, which kills bees. So if you're wanting to kill a few bees going in there, then you could use it, but I don't think it's a great choice. The other one is a 1 gallon frame feeder from Man Lake. It takes about the space of a frame and a half. And it's a really great feeder. It has the cone on the inside of it, so the bees crawl down and crawl back up to get out. And I've used it, it works super well. Top covers. Now these things are the cost of the hive itself. Top cover costs $34 and $39. So here we have hive bodies that both cost the same price. They're unassembled, so you will have to assemble them, but they're cheap. They're 32 bucks each. Here we have the bottom board. Bottom boards are also super expensive, as you can see, 15 and 18 bucks. And then queen excluder. If you want to use a queen excluders are great to keep the queen out of the honey, but if they're in the honey, then that means they don't have enough room down below.
Sometimes if I know the bees will be a little calmer, like when the sun's fully out and stuff like that, I'll actually tie the legs up around my waist, wear it like that, but I still have the full suit on. I use a vented bee suit because if you use a regular cotton suit, then it sticks to you like a paint suit and bees sting through it real easy. So
one bee suit costing $84.95, the other one costing $123.95. So suits are expensive.
Brush. Now brushes to get the bees off. I used it in the harvest when I was getting the bees off to take the frames out.
Lastly, we have our brush here. Brushes are both the same price, and I use them in the harvest to get the honey off, like I just said. The total price for Beekeeping Supplies is $261.25, and for Man Lake is $312.45. So you can see the difference of the price there.
So now let's talk about what I bought and how much cheaper it was for me. The smoker was the same. I bought a $25 smoker. Hive tool was the same, $9.95. Frame grabber was the same, $9.95. Feeder was the same, $7.50. Hive bodies were the same, 64 bucks for 2. Queen excluder was the same, $3.55. Brush was the same, $5.95. The suit I got a discount for. It was actually only $75. But that suit was not great because one day I had bees stinging the back of my head, and so I went like this to get them off, and the whole front of the suit, of the hood, just peeled right off. Just the whole front of the thing peeled off, and I just took off running, and because I didn't want them to hit me in the face. And that's why I actually don't have any video of me doing hive inspections, because I had a little hole where the GoPro would mount to the front, and I don't have that anymore, so I'm actually working on getting another one. How did I save $60 to $100 my total price came up to $200.90. Now, how did I save so much money on beekeeping equipment? Well, there's two things that I didn't buy. One of those things is the top cover. A top cover that costs the same price as your hive bodies. The second thing I didn't buy is the bottom board. The bottom board costs $15 to $18, while your top cover costs $34 to $39. So you can see how you could save so much money just by building your own. So if you guys want to build your own, I'll leave a link to that video right up here, and at the end of the video it'll be one of the things that pops up, depending on what your money's worth to you, what your time's worth, because those are also unassembled frames and boxes. You make your choice. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. That's that button right there. Turn on the notifications so you can see the 2 videos I post every week on beekeeping. Until then, I'll see you in the next video.